Let's see if I can outsmart these insane anti-piracy screens and get through them. This brings us to a particularly ridiculous example of an anti-piracy screen in action. It's something I like to call the pirate prison. Imagine buying a game, only to be presented with a screen that says you need to solve a puzzle to get to the main menu. Yeah, you read that right, a puzzle. Welcome to the wild world of anti-piracy measures. You'd think these screens are just a necessary evil to prevent people from stealing software and media, but no, some companies take it to a whole new level of extreme. They think that by throwing enough obstacles in your way, they can outsmart the pirates. But in reality, who gets hurt the most? The legitimate users, of course. I mean, who hasn't experienced the frustration of typing in a 20-digit serial number, only to realize you made a single mistake and have to start all over again? Or how about being forced to create an account just to activate a product you've already paid for? It's like they think we're the ones trying to pirate the software, not the other way around. And don't even get me started on the ones that require you to be constantly online, just to make sure you're not pirating the game. I've lost count of how many times I've been stuck on a screen that says activate your product for what feels like an eternity, only to find out that the problem lies on their end, not mine. It's like they're trying to make us feel like criminals, always looking over our shoulders, waiting for us to slip up. And what's the worst part? These measures rarely ever stop the pirates, who always seem to find a way around them. These screens are not just a minor inconvenience, they're a constant reminder that we, the paying customers, are not trusted. They're a slap in the face, a reminder that we're nothing more than potential thieves in the eyes of the software companies. When it comes to anti-piracy screens, there are many different approaches. Some are like complex puzzles, requiring you to decipher a cryptic message just to get to the main menu. Others are like time-consuming processes, forcing you to jump through hoop after hoop just to activate the product. And then there are those that try to scare you, warning you of the dire consequences of piracy in a desperate attempt to guilt-trip you into buying the software. From activation codes that need to be typed in just so, to online authentication that always seems to fail, these screens are a constant thorn in our side. And what's the point of it all? Are they really stopping piracy, or are they just making our lives more difficult? I think we all know the answer to that. But there's one anti-piracy screen that takes the cake, and I'm about to show it to you. Well, let's just say it's something else. You've got to see it to believe it. Are you ready? Okay, here it goes. This screen is insane. I mean, I've seen some crazy anti-piracy measures in my time, but this one takes the biscuit. It's like they thought, you know what? Let's make it as hard as possible for people to use our software. Let's make them hate us. And you know what the worst part is? It doesn't even work. I mean, I've seen pirated copies of this software floating around online, and all I can think is, wow, the pirates must be laughing all the way to the bank. In conclusion, anti-piracy screens are a necessary evil, but they've gone too far. They're no longer a deterrent against piracy, they're a hindrance to the people who actually pay for the software. It's time for companies to rethink their approach and start treating their customers with respect. So, what's your worst experience with an anti-piracy screen? Share it with me in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on tech and software issues.